When I step up in the place, then yo, I step correct. I got you all in check. I got that head nod that make you your neck. I got you all in check. And you know we come through to wreck the discotheque. I got you all in check. Throw your hands up in the air and never disrespect. I got you all in check. Please let me get down and blow a fuse. Acting fool, break down to molecules. Yo, let me hit you with my ill street blues. Bust the rhymes, always headlines, the street news. Baby girl, don't be confused. Sell my 7 seats and enjoy my boat cruise. I know you really wanna know who's coming through, leaving residues. Sorry, homeboy, but your flow sound used. Got to pay your dues, baby, you know the rules. Whenever I travel the world, I land cruise. If you choose to how you get. Now I got you on super unleaded fuels. Give me room, give me some space, your excuse. When I step up in the place, then yo, I step correct. But I got you all in check. I got that head nod that make you your neck. But I got you all in check. And you know we come through to wreck the discotheque. But I got you all in check.
You're now rocking with the best. Bust the rhymes coming through from the footmost squad. Boy Scouts who I be.
The playoffs are in full swing as we welcome you to this postseason contest on EA Sports. Coming up, let's close out another great week of football with a Sunday night primetime matchup between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Atlanta Falcons. Trophy and a date at the Super Bowl await one of these teams as we begin the NFC Championship game. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Here's Travis Etienne on the ground. Let's say the defense will take this today. They're across the line, handing them a loss. First play of the game. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Ready up.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down.
Here we go. Steel, black, drill, green, blaster, 6. Rail, yellow, smash, red. Ready?
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. It's a big strike downfield to Agbuka. And this one will get them into enemy territory. Hit and stopped quickly, but the catch moves into the 48. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that will be a Tampa Bay first down.
19 yards. On the set.
First down, Buccaneers.
Watch out, man. Ready. 43 rail, blue, 32. Yellow. Hut.
Setting up to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. So it'll be 2nd down. All right, partner, testing the perimeter early there. Coverage held up. It could be a tough day for those outside receivers to make an impact.
Okay, partner, testing you here. You've heard me say this a lot. Okay, coordinator's job is to get you man-to-man coverage, and your job is
to win it.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
6 yards to go here. It's third down. They'll throw. Third and long. Oh, he missed that one, and he knew it. Put it behind his guy, and now it's fourth down.
Okay, you know I talk to you all the time about these money downs and third downs and the plan you got to have. It's kind of like a manufacturing plant. You've got to manufacture open looks, and that time, the plant was closed.
Don't want to punt from here, but too far for a field goal as well. They're going for it here.
33, yellow, black shot. Claude red. Set.
They're going to try to throw for it. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Falcons force the turnover on the first series of this game. Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. First carry here for the rookie out of Texas A&M. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on second down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Second and 7 at the 42-yard line.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's second and 7. Penix working from the gun. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. That throw is looking for Kyle Pitts. So it'll be third down.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you, you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Third down, it's Penix. Has him on the quick hitter. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. So 20 yards on that play. And that is good enough for Atlanta, first down. I know it's early, Brock, but that felt kind of big. A lot of momentum generated from that turnover was about to disappear if they didn't convert.
Yeah, there actually is some pressure on this opening series to score. I know pressure's a privilege, but that turnover gave them some early momentum, but it won't just disappear if they'll fail to score. It will actually head to that other sidelines.
Throwing now on first down, Penix. And he will score. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons parlay the interception into points. Kyle Pitts with a touchdown. Brandon Aubrey now on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Falcons will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. Here's ETN to begin the drive. He is inside the 20, down to the 19-yard line.
So all they needed to see right there before the snap. Defense way overcommitted to stopping the quick pass. It became really easy to hand it off and watch that running back do the rest.
First down.
50 red.
From the red zone on first. Well, the pressure nearly Finally got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Black ultra. Here we go. Here we go. 10 black, blue striker. Check, huh?
2nd and 10, and they'll stick to the air. That one connects. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. They'll have 1st and goal to go now after they gained 18 on the previous play. And that right there is about the best you can hope for against double coverage. Good chunk of yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
Breaking the huddle. Here's 1st and goal.
Here we go. Ready.
Here's a design run. And he gets in. Touchdown! The Buccaneers trim the lead to 1. We know all these players are aware of what's at stake here, Brock, and that is the score they needed to get them moving in this conference final.
We know it's not how you start, it's how you finish, especially with stakes this high. Jeez, you couldn't start any better.
Tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Good starting spot here for the Falcons, Brock. This is 1st and 10. Starting this drive with a design run. He's out in the clear. Space on the right, and he's got room. All the way, that's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons take the lead on the first play of the drive.
Take that play right there. That run is exactly why this team wanted this rookie on their roster. It is so hard to break away from the pack at the NFL level, but this rookie is putting on a show.
That one splits the uprights. And the Falcons take the lead here, 14-7 in the first. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Tutu Atwell now to return it. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. On the ground to begin this drive with ETN. And he gets a few on the plunge forward. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
On 2nd down, it's ETN. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up. 3rd and long. He's going to throw. He's got a man left. And that is a great stop to deny him the marker. It's going to be 4th down.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
Ready up.
On their own side, but only need an inch or two here, so they're going for it.
Come on, ready.
They're going to try with ETN. And he stops. The call to go for it from their own side backfires on him with a turnover on downs. And that's a great field position.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
Offense to the line fast.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Firing quickly is Penix, complete. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10. We're 1 quarter into deciding who's going to represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. It's a 14-7 game. We'll make our return to Mercedes-Benz Stadium after this. Back for our 2nd quarter. It's Falcons football. They've got 1st and 10 here, looking to add to their lead. Penix here from the gun. That's for Waddle again. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
From the shotgun, Penix. Short pass brought in. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
A throw left side, caught by Brown. And this one stopped at the 3-yard line.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
2nd and 3 now. Design quarterback run here. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
Shut up! 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Tight end on. Liking 18.
3rd and 1. It's Penix. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
They're going for this, thinking touchdown, obviously, but they could also get a first down. Trying to get it on the keeper. He's not going to get there. They hold him out of the end zone, partner, but it is still going to keep this offense on the field. They've got a 1st and goal.
Some tough running from the leader of the offense right there. Didn't have a ton of room, but he made it work well enough to move those chains.
Might be trying to power this across, Brock. They've got 3 tight ends out there. It's 1st and goal. Penix on the sneak. The charge into traffic, but the line doesn't budge. They stall him out short. The dose of the hurry-up offense here. They'll try and punch it in. And they're going to keep him out once again. That sends him backwards, brings up 3rd and goal.
This coordinator tried to show some trust and belief in his offense. A run after a negative run? Well, you lose a lot of equity and belief in that coordinator. I don't think he's going to try a 3rd run after back-to-back negative losses.
3rd and goal, one of the biggest moments of this NFC title game.
Go! Panther 60, Panther 60.
Here's again, straight up the middle. Ooh, no luck. He tried. He was fighting, but they send him backwards on 3rd and goal. The former soccer star, Brandon Aubrey, on now to attempt the field goal. A little more than a chip shot. This is 25 yards.
And that's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is if the kicking team is out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. Ooh, put some air under this one, right side. Near the goal line. And that is a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers face a 4-point deficit.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid and let him run.
McLaughlin attack on the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Buccaneers cut it to a field goal game. Ball is set up and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Throwing Penix. Gets everything he has under this one. And the downfield call is going to go unanswered. Defender saw to that. That incompletion means it's 2nd down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10.
Let's go now. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Switch. 7-5.
Penix now. Dumped off to his running back. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's a Falcon 1st down.
45-yard line.
Well, it has been an exciting one so far as we have reached our 2-minute warning. Falcons on top inside of Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Let's see how they attack this 1st down, partner, from the 45. Here's Penix. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Buccaneers are going to have possession at their own 46. Work through his progression. Nobody available, and by the time he checked it down to the back, ooh, you could almost see it coming. A defender there to intercept it.
Because those defenders have clocks, too. I mean, we get so enamored talking about a quarterback's clock, but defenders do as well, and they know when that quarterback's holding the ball and holding the ball, likely a check down is coming. That is just smart defensive play.
Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. They'll begin with a quick completion to the right side. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. They'll try it left with Etienne. He is down to the 30-yard line. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
Those outside runs so critical for running back, quarterback, O-line to hit their targets. They got a target area to expose that defense and make the most of it. And that offense just put on display some teaching tape for it.
Ready.
Line up the design keeper. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
You know, games that seem a little tougher to get against the front, gosh, this QB just makes routine. Such effortless running to pick up a handful on that designed run.
33, yellow. Set, go.
This time looking to throw. Bails out of the pocket quick. 7 yards on that pickup. And the Bucs have the first.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the first down.
From the red zone now. Escapes the pocket. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
Kate, I got to believe he hearkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
No luck on first down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Set. 45. White. Red. Cycle. Set.
Shotgun snap. They'll throw. And he finds him in the end zone for the Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers take the lead just before halftime. When you reach the status that he has around the league, Brock, well, we all at this point expect him to be making plays like this when he's targeted down near the end zone.
Yeah, I think the best thing I can say about this dude is he makes it look easy a lot of the time. And this game, trust me, is never easy. It speaks to how well he plays this position.
McLaughlin has it on the team, and he's ready to send this flying. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. We'll see how they choose to use these final 22 seconds, Brock, of our first half. On first down, here's Penix. And this one falls incomplete. Still 17 seconds left to play.
So far, this script, well, it's dictated some early looks for this running back, and now you're seeing the adjustment defensively. Not so easy on those checkdowns. Nowhere for that ball to go.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. To the air with Penix. He lofts one deep, center of the field. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the Buccaneers get the football back with minimal time to go in our half.
This is such the back and forth nature of this game that we all love. Defense is just infused with confidence. Back-to-back possessions, taking it away, and offensively, boy, you just feel like you're killing your team right now. Got to protect the football.
Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. Back to throw it. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. All right, they're going to call a timeout. 3 seconds left. That means one last play in this half. Here's the final play of our first half.
Set, ready. Red, 38. White. Black shot. Red, yellow. Green jack. Set,
throwing here just before halftime. Rolling left, buying some time. Steps up, and he's running with it. And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the first. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. The Hallis Trophy awaits one of these teams, partner. Just a half to go as we're off in the third quarter. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Good starting spot here for the Falcons, Brock. This is 1st and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. He's looking deep once again. This is caught inside the 15. He's into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons take the lead right away in half number 2. It's a Jalen Waddle touchdown. For the point after, here's Aubrey. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Falcons push their lead to 3. Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. Austin put in motion right. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 34-yard line.
First play of the drive, lost a yard. Need to get it back and some change here. 2nd down.
Here we go. 33, yellow. Yellow blue. Smash, red. 6, mega. Drill green. Red, cycle. Hut.
They're going to try and throw it here. This has been a trend. Yet another interception. Picked off by Billy Bowman. And the Falcons get the football back with great field position there at the 36. Well, no doubt they envisioned that as the start of a second half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender who sensed the need for a splash play and delivers.
Penix now on 1st down. Has a man, it's Brown. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 28-yard line.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Penix working from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And that is good enough for Atlanta. 1st down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. So that brings up 2nd down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Let's go now.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on second down.
Well, that's just about textbook defense and how to shut down an RPO. The coverage was tight, the numbers were up, and then the bodies were there to stuff that run before it could get going.
Here we go, set. Count 19 right.
Third down, it's Penix. And they will score. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Kyle Pitts with a touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. For the point after, here's Aubrey. The point after splits the uprights. And the Falcons make it a 10-point ball game.
Falcons 31, Buccaneers 21.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Atwell now to return.
Tutu Atwell on the return. The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Okay, right.
Bucs to the line. First and 10.
Set, hut. Blue 32. Set.
Trying it right side with ETN. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
I'm going to guess at some point, whether it's in the huddle or over there on the bench on the sidelines after this drive, QB's going to go apologize to that running back. He just ran him into one heck of a negative play.
They break the huddle. It's second down now.
Ready.
Here's a design run. And it's a 3-yard gain through the traffic. Tackled by Luke Ororo. Rigging quickly, trying to get set.
Gain of 3 brings up third and 8.
Watch it. Ready.
Third and long for him here. Into the hands of his running back, ETN. He's going to wind up out of bounds on third down, so they're going to be forced to punt this away now.
I know on the stat sheet, Kate, that shows up as passing yards, but any defensive coordinator will take it. Understanding down and distance and keeping that offense short of the sticks.
All right, looks like this is the moment. They're going to make their comeback push. They're going for it on fourth.
Black 40. Black Ultra. Ready.
They're going for this. He's got it to his running back. And he will get the first as they touch him down. Working quickly here.
17 yards. That's good.
38.
Design quarterback run here. And nothing was going to help him escape that. He gets hit for a loss. Second down coming up.
How many times, Kate, do you hear me talk about trust? Trust. There's nothing more important at the quarterback position than gaining the trust of your coaching staff. That one right there, well, that's not a deposit. That's a withdrawal of trust when you take a negative play on a run like that.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now.
Here we go. Field, black, 45, white, smash, red, huge, yellow, claws, red. 6, hut.
Dropping back to throw. He beams one deep right side. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Jordan Fuller comes up with it. And the Falcons are finally dragged down after the turnover and a great return back to the opposing 35.
Well, we're watching the defense not just generate turnovers, but really add to them. A return like that, think about it. That's 4 or 5 plays that you just saved your offense from as they try to make that interception, yet another one, count.
All set to go now from the 35. Penix on first down. Completed to his running back. Not a lot of space, maybe to the 33. That's Antoine Winfield Jr. up to make that play.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Penix here from the gun. Oh, no, they get him yet again. And the Buccaneers get it back as he intercepts him for the second time this game.
You know what? With yet another interception, you know what it might be time to do, Kate? Just run the ball. Run it.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. He's trying to go deep again. Good coverage on that deep ball downfield. Throw knocked away. It's going to send it back to the line for second.
You know, ball skills are not just a selling point for receivers entering the draft. Teams want defenders, especially in this day and age of the passing game, who can make plays on the ball, too, especially on these deeper throws. He doesn't swat that one away. We could be looking at a huge game.
Along the right sideline, there's space. That's a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers parlay the interception into points. Travis Etienne, the touchdown.
The double whammy of this one, Kate, is just where they were on the field. Mentally, defensively, it's almost like an 8-point swing, going from the chance of the safety in one end zone to watching them celebrate in the other one.
McLaughlin's extra point is up and good. And the Buccaneers cut it to a field goal game. Raleigh set up and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Drive start to the quick throw left, complete. And he'll get it up to the 44.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Running for the marker on second. And they will stop him at the line on what proves to be the final play of this third quarter. Just a quarter left before one of these teams punches its ticket to the Super Bowl. The Falcons have the ball and the lead. Only 1 quarter from advancing in the postseason. Third and a lone yard coming up. Firing quickly is Penix, complete. And his short game gets them a new set of downs.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
46-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 46.
Here we go. Ready?
Drawing up the design keeper. Open space inside the 40. And he takes this all the way down to the 24-yard line. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset.
Runs like that one, baby, that's where you could really see how locked in and in sync this offense is. The choreography up front to get all the blocking in place. The back's ability to see those holes as they open up. And the coach is finding the right call, Kate, for the right moment. It's beautiful to watch when a plan comes together.
And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
check. Let's go. Press down. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger.
From the shotgun, Penix. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And this defense going to try to hang on to that momentum, Brock, as they go for another stop on third down.
You're just not going to win many games in this league when you can't generate a pass rush until the fourth quarter. You needed to feel the impact from this defense earlier and more often in this game.
They did it! He made the interception! Free up the middle, it's a breakaway! Into the red zone! And he takes this one back. It's a pick six and a Tampa Bay touchdown. Went to the oh well one too many times, Brock, and this time the defense was ready for it.
Now, you make as many catches as he has in this game, you're going to attract some extra attention. They knew it was probably going his way in the near future, and they had somebody there waiting for it that time.
That one right down the middle. And the Buccaneers take a 4-point lead. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Good starting spot here for the Falcons, Brock. This is first and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And in a blink, they are up to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. Offense in the hurry up here.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
On first down, here's Penix. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
After the incomplete pass, here comes second and 10. Penix. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there are going to be more interceptions.
Here we go. Hawk 70, 19 side, 19 side.
Looking to throw. Down the sideline, past the 25. And he's finally taken down at the 16-yard line. And goes to the hurry up here.
And the Falcons first down. First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Penix is going to throw again. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down.
It's second down and 10.
Got it. Ready?
A give now from the gun. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here, and it's going to bring up third down. Offense up to the line fast.
A 2-yard loss brings up third down and 12.
Left side gets it out quick, and it's caught. And this one does not go far.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
Down a score. They're going to go for this on fourth down.
Let's go now. 60 Bobcats. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger.
The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. And they still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. Down a score. They're going to go for this on fourth down.
Let's go. 70 Lion. Come 19. 70 Ranger. 70 Ranger.
Desperation time here. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Here's ETN on first down. And that's an 8-yard chunk to start this one. That brings up 2nd and 2.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable 2nd down.
That's the 2-minute warning here from Atlanta. Buccaneers holding a 4-point lead. Just a yard left to go on 2nd down.
Here we go.
Here's a design run. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did. Tote the ball himself for a big run.
First down now, ball at the 33.
Ready. 33. Yep, ready.
It's a sweep. He pops the pass forward. Only finds a couple of yards of space. It's 2nd down. Timeout called by Atlanta. That's going to be at 2nd. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
2nd and 7 at the 36-yard line.
And you better choose wisely. That's my heart. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
52 Bradford. Let's go now. Come on, 38. Ready.
They're going to pass it here. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down.
Down.
Looking to throw. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
So many coaches love 3rd downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know you've got to execute and convert on these 3rd downs.
Look at them. They don't want to surrender the lead or possession. The offense staying out there on 4. He'll throw it. And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty, and off the field they go.
You go for it on 4th down. It's got to be something from the short list of plays you expect to work every time. If that one's on the short list, I think it's got to be reevaluated. Something wasn't working on it, and it cost them the possession.
Couldn't find a completion on 1st down. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Bronk. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
So early movement from the backfield, Brock. They jumped the gun a bit, and that brings out the flag. One of the most common penalties in the sport, and the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. After the false start, some serious work to do, Brock. 2nd and 15. Running it after the penalty. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
Let's see what they went with. 3rd down. Throwing now. Short pass brought in. And he's taken down at the 30.
Pursue, pursue, pursue. It's why they do these drills all the time, Kate. You do them through the offseason, you do them through training camp, you do them in the regular season. Because when a defense plays with tremendous pursuit, you force 4th downs just as they did.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. That one's caught by Mooney. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Gotta think this is 4-down territory, Brock, as they come up here, 1st and goal. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. They're backed up. Not a stop they could afford, Brock, as this one loses yards. Now with 8 seconds remaining in the game, they're going to burn their final timeout. Setting up, 2nd and goal.
Here we go, Scott. Ready?
Design quarterback run here. How about this? He can't even get past the line of scrimmage. No challenge for the end zone here. So it's a win for the visiting Buccaneers. Conference champions. A heck of an achievement, Brock. A heck of an achievement in the face of a lot of doubts from everyone outside of their building all season long.
Yeah, they're going to enjoy lifting up this George Halas trophy today. But let's all remember, when we go into those facilities, Kate, and we watch practice, they don't put up banners of conference champions. They put up banners of world champions.
So for my partner, Brock Heward, and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott saying this has been the NFL on EA.